Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's Druuill. You already know I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every chosen member of the galactic family in the Druuill Nation to press that like button, press that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, we about to get right into this one. Look, Hollywood has an agenda. Hollywood has a beyond obvious agenda to keep men, primarily black men, in dresses and make women more masculine. Why is Hollywood trying to reverse the gender roles? Because they want to decrease the population. They want to decrease the population, and we're living in the last days and times. The devil's about to come up and about to take hold of his kingdom here on this earth. He's swallowing up everyone whole that wants to be swallowed up, and everybody that wants to go along with these agendas. Everybody wants to go along with this, with the demon lifestyle, with the demonic energy, with the reversing of roles, with the confusion of the babies. They're trying to confuse the babies out here. They got men out here wearing nail polish. They got men out here wearing women's clothes. Thou shalt not wear the clothes that pertaineth to a woman, and women shall not wear the clothes that pertaineth to a man. They got people out here dressing like, they got men out here dressing like women, and they got women out here dressing like men. If you see the commercials, they had a commercial on the YouTube the other day. They had a commercial on TV the other day. I saw, it wasn't on YouTube, it was on TV. Had a commercial on TV. And the lady had her leg crossed sitting like a man. Ain't no lady, I don't want to talk to no lady sitting like no man. That's not feminine. You don't look feminine to me sitting like no man. I don't want to talk to you. Sitting like no damn man. You better not be sitting like no man if you want to talk to me. If you want my acknowledgement. If you think I'm going to stop and entertain you and say hi because I see you looking at me, you better not be sitting like no man. I ain't gonna want nothing to do with you. You acting, looking like a man, thinking like a man. What the hell am I supposed to be doing with you? What are we gonna do if you acting like a man and the man acting like a woman? What the heck is that? How is that going to be profitable or prosperous or helpful to God's kingdom? You acting like a man and you a whole woman. A man acting like a woman and he a whole man. What the heck is wrong with y'all? Put on the right clothes, damn it. What you doing walking around here wearing a dress just because somebody gave you some money? Where's your integrity at? Where's your masculine energy at? Where's your masculine spirit at? God is masculine. All right, there are masculine and feminine principles, but the God I serve, they call him a man in the Bible, and that's what I'm going with. He's a man. And he don't wear no woman's clothes. My God don't wear no woman's clothes. So any men shouldn't be wearing no damn woman's clothes neither. You shouldn't be wearing no dress. Why they got Usher out here in a dress? Because they want to confuse people and they want people to think that agenda is okay. They got drag queens in schools reading to kids, and that's not right. That's not right either. So the agenda that they're trying to push, they're trying to effeminize men, they're trying to emasculate men, and they're trying to make women more masculine. I'm telling you, in the commercial, they had the woman sitting like a man. They had the woman telling the man about stocks and bonds. I'm not saying women can't do anything that men can do. But why would you try to upset the social order of things just to prove a damn point? You're going to destroy society to prove a point? You're going to destroy society to prove a point? Miss me with all that. You're going to destroy society to prove a point. This world is in its most evil and wicked last days and times. They got women out here thinking that they could be men, and they got men out here thinking that they could be women. Men out here thinking that they could have a damn period. What type of foolishness is that? God gonna give you the ultimate period. He gonna splatter your blood on the concrete, on the ground, if you don't turn your life around. Men out here thinking they can have periods. Men out here wearing skirts. What the hell's going on with the world today? You can't tell me it ain't the end of the world. They got men out here dressing like women. That ain't no Scottish. That ain't no culture. That ain't no kilt. That's a damn schoolgirl's outfit. He even got a beret on, looking like somebody old grandma trying to relive her days as a young girl. That's what Usher looked like. Somebody somebody old grandma. Looking like he should be on the scene for a Tyler Perry movie. What's wrong with him? Why are you dressing like that, bro? Why you got a skirt on? And you a whole man. Man legs shouldn't be coming out of women's clothes. I don't want to see no thick-ass man calf with a tattoo on it, looking like a whole man leg coming out of a dress. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see no Usher dressed in women's clothes. But once you sign that contract, you sign that blood oath, you put your name on the dotted line in blood, and you start worshiping the Baphomet, you start worshiping the powers that be, you start worshiping Baal instead of the creator. You're going to walk around here effeminate. You're going to walk around here with fingernail polish on. You're going to be walking around here dressed like a man. Dressed like a woman when you're supposed to be dressed like a man. You better put on some man's clothes. What the hell are you doing, man? Confusing people. All that does is cause confusion. Why a man got to be wearing a dress? But that's Hollywood's agenda. When you look at the movies, when you look at all the TV shows, Martin Lawrence and all the movies, Big Mama's House, Shanae, Tyler Perry, and Medea. Just like Dave Chappelle said, what's so funny about a dress? And they even got him in one. But at least he woke up and said, I'm not putting this shit back on. He woke up and he said, I'm not putting this back on. You shouldn't be wearing no damn dress. You a whole man out here. Wear you some man's clothes. What's wrong with pants? You like how much money how much more money do they need? How much more money do they need? He's already multi-millionaire, already sold millions of records, millions of albums, millions of ticket sales, still got concerts. Usher's still popular. What the hell are you putting on a dress for? They have to do that because it's in their contract. You got to pay the price when you sign that dotted line. You got to pay the price when you give up your soul to the Baphomet, when you start worshiping the devil, when you start worshiping the negative forces, when you start praising the elite instead of praising God. Usher and Diddy used to fight over Frosted Flakes. What's up with that? Usher and Diddy used to fight over Frosted Flakes. Usher started being under Diddy's mentorship when he was about 12, 13, 14. Sleeping in the same house. But see, when your parents only care about money, that's why lack of money is the root of all evil. The money ain't evil. They took that money and I'm sure they did some good things with it, even though were evil and wicked. Buying a house with money, that's not evil, but what you did to get the money, that's evil. It's lack that's evil. All right, when you lack, when you don't have integrity, when you lack morals, when you lack having the right connection with God, you're screwing yourself, and you're gonna let them screw you. You're gonna let them screw you. Why would he do that? All right, you're not supposed to be out here wearing women's clothes, bruh. You're not supposed to be out here dressing like a woman. You're supposed to be out here dressed like a man. And the fact that they keep pushing this agenda, all the rappers wearing fingernail polish. I knew stuff got weird once the football players started wearing pink. I know it was for breast awareness, but football players wearing pink, really? They tried to cover it up with the Save the Tatas agenda, which I support. I don't support breast cancer in anyone. But football players wearing pink, why couldn't they just put the emblem on? Why couldn't they just hang a pink flag, have a salute before the game start? Why you got to make men play a man's sport wearing pink? Do you think that would have flew in 1922? They wouldn't have been having that. You'd have got kicked off the field, booed off the field. And it's nothing against anybody that wears pink, or it's nothing against anybody that has a different type of lifestyle, because that's what that's not what this video is about. Even though they need to get righteous as well. It's all about your soul and saving your soul. And you have to do what's right so you can save your soul. Whatever you do that's between you and God, and that's your business. But if you want your soul to be saved, you know what's right within the depths and with this and in the center of your spirit and in your soul and in your mind and in your heart. You know what's right. And you know that ain't right. Men wearing women's clothes, women wearing men's clothes. You know that ain't right. It's an agenda that they're pushing. They want to confuse people. They want a decreased population. They want men to be women and women to be men. They want men to think that they could do what women can do, and they want women to think what they could do what men can do. They got women out here, some of them mentally struggling to keep up with a man. Sweetheart, you don't have to keep up with no man. They got you confused. They got you out here throwing away your divine feminine. You gonna throw away your divine feminine to be a man, something that you can't biologically be, something that you can't even mentally be. A man can't biologically be a woman. A man can't mentally be a woman. None of us can take anything from each other. We're two parts of each other. All right, we're two parts of a whole. You have your part that you have to do. As a man, we have our part that we have to do. And we can't do that confused, y'all. We can't do that confused, y'all. We can't do that. We can't be a man walking around in a skirt. You can't be a man walking around in a skirt. Nobody's going to respect that. But you know he's doing it for a check. He's doing it to get in the public eye so they can have a black man in a skirt. So that way they could objectify us and have us viewed as the laughing stock of the world. That's how they do certain people, certain ethnic groups of people. Certain people, they want to be seen as buffoons, as sambos, as coons. And they got this man walking around in a damn skirt, looking like a total coon out here. Like, what are you doing, dude? Out here wearing women's clothes. You got a beret on too, and the socks and the shoes. He looked like somebody's daughter ready to go to private school. That's what he looked like. Somebody said that on the comments. They said that's a girl's private school outfit. I said I knew that. I knew that wasn't no. That's not Scottish culture. You trying to get that off, but you just wearing a skirt because you're pushing the agenda. They want to have men emasculated. They want men out here thinking, if he, maybe it's cool to wear. No, it's not cool to do that. You're going to be sinning against God. You're going to be sinning against yourself. You're going to be breaking every law of the commandments, breaking every law of the Bible, breaking every law of the universe, walking around here trying to fit in, trying to appease people. You selling your soul for material wishes, cash, cars, and witches. Why would you want to sell your soul? God says he will give you all the desires of your heart. These people have turned wicked. They've turned sour. All right, they've turned rotten. All right, the fruit they produce is bitter. They don't produce good fruit. They out here producing bitter fruit. And it's not good to be out here just doing things because you're being told to. But when people have a contract on your life, when people have control over your life, if you don't do what they tell you because you didn't read the fine print, so now if you don't do what they tell you to do, they'll throw you in jail. They'll take your life. They'll do you like R. Kelly. Better put that dress on. Better put that skirt on. They'll expose you. All the things they do at those Hollywood parties, they'll expose you. Well, Usher, we got you butt naked in the bed with Diddy. If you don't put on this dress, we'll tell everyone what you did when you were 13, 14 years old, fighting for what you was really fighting for. We'll tell everybody we'll tell everybody about you. I was about to say something rough, but we'll tell everybody about your cereal experience, about what you was really fighting for. You wasn't fighting for Frosted Flakes. You was fighting to protect your Cheerio. He was fighting to protect that Cheerio, and I'm not sure. I hope he did. I hope he did. All right. But Diddy was fighting for that Cheerio. They wasn't fighting over no Frosted Flake. Diddy wanted that Cheerio. All right. But Hollywood, they got an agenda. They want to emasculate men. They want to turn everything upside down. They want to make evil good and good evil. And you can see it. They hide stuff in the kids' movies. They hide stuff in the cartoons. It's so much stuff that they're hiding in plain sight. And now they're starting to put it out in the open because they just kept testing. That's what all the years past was about. They made Urkel dress up like a woman in the 90s. That's when they really started making people put on dresses and stuff like that. They've always had men dressing up like women. That's always been a part of certain aspects of Hollywood culture. But that's just Hollywood for you. And that's why it's evil and that's why it's demonic. Men aren't supposed to dress like women. Women aren't supposed to dress like men. Men aren't supposed to be acting like women. Women aren't supposed to be acting like men. It's just the way it is. All right. That's how God made it. So if you think otherwise, I am sorry, but that's not the way God wants it to be. And you're not in agreement. You're not in accordance with the Lord. You're not on the right path if you out here dressing like a female, bruh. If you out here dressing like a man, ladies. I'm not here to judge you. But what I am here to do is help you save your soul and help you save your spirit. Because you, as I always say on this channel, you could do whatever you want as long as it's righteous. I'm not playing with that because God's not playing with that. God's not playing around with people who are unrighteous. He will snatch your soul and take your life. And the time is coming, y'all, to get right with God. The time is coming to get right with the Lord. You got prophecies being fulfilled. I saw a video the other day. The river of Jordan is drying up. That's a prophecy in the Bible. All right. And a whole bunch of other prophecies are being fulfilled. A house divided against itself shall not stand. You got government shutdowns. This party against that party. You got a whole bunch of stuff happening. Immigrants coming in, stealing, taking up all the resources, not leaving anything else for the American residents. We living in the last days and times. So with you seeing all these prophecies being fulfilled, with you seeing all these things that are pointing you in the direction to you better be so close to God that you can't even smell yourself. All right. You gotta be so close to God that you don't even have any room to breathe. That's how close you gotta be to that man in these days and times, because there's so many evil, wicked spirits out here. And as you see, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. You got Sexy Red out here talking about she got gonorrhea lip gloss and yellow discharge lip gloss and all this that nasty. That's nasty. That's filthy. That's nasty and that's filthy. And you got Usher wearing a dress. And you got Deion Sanders out here wearing a dress and a wig, looking like the ugliest woman I ever seen in my life. Deion Sanders is an ugly woman. That's a ugly woman. He walked up to me like that. I probably had to catch that L. I slapped the crap out of him. As big as he is, he's probably a little bit more bigger and muscular. I'd have to slap the crap out of that. The hell out my face, man. You know, the spirit of the Lord would probably knock him out with that slap. Cause I couldn't see myself getting put down by nobody in no wig and no dress, you know. Or, you know, all with the spirit of, I know he played football and all, but the spirit of the Lord gonna have to be on Drew that day. Pow! The power of Christ compels you. Take off that wig, man. Take off that dress, man. Pow! Because that's not right, man. And they do that to break your mind. It's just like child stars. Just like they have the star, they do that on purpose. They're very manipulative with their subliminals and their evil. All right, they choose a 18-year-old girl that looks like she's 12. So by the time she turns, it's one more year before she turned 18. You thinking this girl's 10 on the TV show, but she's really 17. And then she turned 18, and now she looking like a whole thought and a hoe. And you're like, yo, the other day she was just playing with teddy bears, talking about rainbows and cookies and cakes and bubble gum and fairies and all these kids stuff. Now they got her twerking and dancing and shaking that thing, popping that thing, busting it wide open. I thought this was a child. She looked like a child, bro. She was actually 17 and just turned 18 as soon as the show was over. And it really seems like these childhood stars age a lot faster. All right, they either clones or they got them under some type of time warp, or they either doing some type of spell to make them advance in age or something. Because I don't know about y'all, but I know about us. All right, it seems like these childhood stars are just like they're either lying about their age to like do a Mandela effect, or play with our minds, or confuse us, or keep us under their order in some type of way, because I know I'm not the only one. It seemed like Miley Cyrus was 5 and then 18 in 2 weeks. Same thing with Selena Gomez and all these stars. So it's like, really, it's some weird stuff going on in Hollywood, man. It's some weird stuff going on. I call it Holly weird. They want to see men in dresses. They want the women to be masculine, and they want men to be feminine. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with a woman having knowledge about stocks and bonds, but you know damn well, ain't on a TV show, to where that's like a man trying to walk around in an apron advising his wife on how to cook and season food. Not saying that it can't happen unless the man's a chef, unless she's a financial advisor. If my girl's a financial advisor, hey baby, school me. If you went to school for that, if you got a degree for that, if that's what you're into, if that's what you're fascinated with, teach me that. But the way TV does it, I'm not saying that women shouldn't be able to do what men do in certain aspects. But the way TV sets it up is TV is setting it up like the woman is the man of the household, like she's the breadwinner. I'm not saying women can't bring in bread, but they're not going to be happy. They're not going to be taking care of their responsibilities as a wife or a girlfriend or whatever the situation is. And I'm not saying that you wouldn't, but what I'm saying is they're robbing you of your motherhood. They're robbing you of your womanhood. They're robbing you of the connection that you're supposed to be having with your children, with your responsibilities as a woman, with your duties to your man as a woman. They're taking that away from you, and some of y'all don't realize it. Some of the ladies don't realize that y'all been hoodwinked. Some of the men don't realize that they've been hoodwinked. Walking around effeminate, soft, cowardly, not standing up for themselves, not being a true, real man. That's why that woman don't want you. She don't smell no man on you. She don't even smell no woman on you. Woman not gonna want that. A man that she don't smell no man on you, she don't smell no woman on you, a woman gonna look the other way. Women use their senses to detect what type of mate they want. And they want to make men so soft and so effeminate and so cowardly that the women start going to them damn selves. That's what they want to do. And that's only going to leave certain weak men to do what a weak man would do in that situation. And God forbid, we ain't going to talk about that on this channel. That ain't coming out of my mouth. Not me, not today. So it's an evil, wicked agenda that they're pushing. They want men to be women and they want women to be men. And there are certain people that just ain't having it. Our children of God, chosen ones, ain't having it. If you're a man, you need to act like one and dress like one. If you're a woman, you need to act like one and dress like one. All right, I'm not taking anything away from any women out there that feel you deserve the best, feel you deserve more. Well, Drew, there was no man in my life. I had to do this. I understand, baby girl. I understand. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is them trying to rob you of your womanhood, making you think that you don't need a man. Women out here putting out records about all the single ladies and they married at AF, wifed up AF. But you telling a whole generation of females to be single and that they don't need no man. That's the soul confusion. That's the devil. She's getting paid to push a narrative. All of them are getting paid to push a narrative. We'll pay you X amount of dollars to wear a dress. We'll pay you X amount of dollars to rap about and sing about death. We'll pay you this much money to be a hoe. We'll pay you to shake your butt so all the young 12, 11, 10, 9-year-olds will want to grow up and be a thought booty shaker. Because that's what it's coming to. Oh, that's so cute. 9-year-olds dressed like they 16. And with the food that they're making, some of them are almost developed as much. and you think it's cute for your daughter, young as she is, to be walking around dressed inappropriately just because she looks like she's grown. Shame on you, wicked, evil parents out here leading your children astray because you want to be a cool parent, because you want to be the cool mom, the cool dad. And then when people's children get snatched up, she was so this, she was so innocent. Well, why'd you have her dressed around looking so grown? When you know that stuff ain't right. A lot of people may not like this video, but at this point, I really don't care because I'm putting God first, and you should too. I'm putting my faith in God, and I'm trusting in him. If you're a man, you need to dress like a man. If you're a woman, you need to dress and act like a woman. Men, don't let them rob you of your masculinity. You have to stand tall. You got to stand strong. They got certain women out here programmed to destroy you. They got certain people, men too, out here programmed to destroy you. When they see you not falling in line, being a weak man, when they see you standing on principles, standing strong, these other dudes not going to like that. They're going to want to tear you down. These women aren't going to like your spirit. They're going to want to tear you down. They're going to think there's something wrong with you because you're not being weak and effeminate and bending down. Putting them first before you. Men, you don't put no woman before you. You don't put no man before you. Ladies, you don't put the wrong man before you. And you don't put anyone before you, ladies, especially not the wrong man or the wrong person. It's supposed to be the God, man, and the woman. That's what the Bible says. And that's the book we believe in on this channel. We believe in the Bible. We believe in the good word. All right, it's a good word. It's a good book. It's the good book for you to live your life, for you to judge your life accordingly to his word, to see if you're falling in line with the holiness and with the scriptures and with the way that God wants you to live your life. That's what this life is about. It's a test. You're not supposed to be swayed by evil. You're not supposed to be swayed by demonic frequencies and demons. You're supposed to be out here doing what's right in God's eyes. You're supposed to be doing what's right in the eyes of God and not caring about what man has to say. We need men of God to stand up. We need women of God to stand up in these last days and times. I'm talking to you. We need you to stand up, and we need you to stand strong because the children are our future. They're dependent on us. They're dependent on us. They're trying to push this opposite day stuff in school so they can have the agenda where boys dress like girls and girls dress like boys, trying to confuse these kids in school. They're teaching them about alternative sex practices in school. That's not right. That's wrong. All right, they got drag queens reading at libraries. That's not right. That's wrong. Somebody's got to say something about it. And you have a voice. You have to stand up and you have to speak up for what's right, because that's what God created you for. And in these last days and times, it's going to be more evilness and more wicked. And we're going to need more of God's people to stand up and speak up. So you chosen ones, you're chosen for a reason. You're chosen to speak truth to power. You're chosen to stand up for what's right. You're chosen to believe in God and to believe in what's right. So you have to fight and you have to stand up for what's right. When something's wrong and it doesn't sit right with your spirit, you're not just supposed to sit there and do nothing. You're not just supposed to sit there and do nothing. All right. Hollywood's agenda should have nothing to do with you and your life. I'm not telling you you can't enjoy yourself. I'm not telling you not to live your life. But what I'm telling you is, you know, within your heart of hearts and your mind and your soul and your spirit, you know what's not right. You know what's wrong. And like I said, I'm not telling women not to do anything they see a man could do. Yes, sweetheart, you can build a house. Yes, sweetheart, you could even go get muscles if you want to. All right, you may have a harder time finding a man. All right, when you look like you could lift up a whole van. You know, it's some people that's into that, you know, as long as you still got your little shape, as long as you still look feminine, put on a dress, as long as you stay toned and you don't try to look like Lady Schwarzenegger, then, you know what I'm saying, you'll be all right. But shout out to the Lady Schwarzeneggers too. I don't hate nobody. A real man can appreciate a woman and can make a woman act like a woman. So even if she's Arnold Schwarzenegger out, and you know what I'm saying, she's still it's some beauty body, it's some bodybuilding beauties out there. It's some bodybuilding beauties out there, and I ain't mad at them. Body all nice and tight and toned, but just you gonna have to lower that tone when you get I'm bigger than you. I don't care. What girl? How we gonna do this? Because I guarantee you, it ain't even gonna get that far. Because I know how to talk to a lady. I know how to talk to a woman. It's the spirit of, all you gotta do is use the spirit of God. All you gotta do is hop in the spirit. All right? And hop in the spirit of masculinity. Hop in the spirit of Joseph, of Moses, of Jesus. All right, real men of the Bible, real men, Solomon, real men. Weren't perfect, they made their mistakes, but you all get what I'm saying. So this video isn't to put anybody down. You know I love y'all. You know I got love for everybody, but God loves you too. And God put certain messages on our hearts for us to be able to speak up, so that way we can help each other, save our souls, lift each other up in righteousness and in truth. If we are walking in the light, we must walk in righteousness and in truth. So Usher, you wrong for that. You need to take off that dress. I know you're not the first one, but doesn't make it good. Doesn't make it right. You need to take off that dress, homie, and put on some slacks. I'm gonna take it all the way back. You need to take off that dress and put on some slacks. Make slacks great again. Make pants great again. Make men dress like men again. Make women be women again. Like, what is wrong with men being men and women being women? They have people being confused. They got women out here thinking that if they're not doing what a man's doing, that they're not living their life. Ladies, you got the best life on the planet. You're a woman. Women got it real good. Y'all are beautiful. You're pretty. You know. You always smell good. You get to they got all the clothes and stores open for y'all. You know, they always got some fly new things for you all. You know, to wear, to buy, to put on. Women have a good life, man. There's nothing like being a mom. There's nothing like being a mother, and you get to experience that. Don't let them take that away from you. There's joy in motherhood. There's joy in womanhood. It's more than just even having babies. And taking care of children. You're a woman. You everything that is of being a woman, you should be proud of that. Don't let them skew your idea or your view on being feminine. I know the more feminine a man is, the more masculine a woman is, to balance things out. But that's why I came at the men too. The men we gotta be more masculine. The men gotta be more masculine. Can't be out here being effeminate. Can't be out here being a soft man. All right. So not everybody may like this video. It came from the heart. I just want to see God's children do right, because that's what God wants for us. That's what God sees for us. So I would like everybody to like this video, hit that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. It's been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We out. No dresses.